Good morning. It is September 25th and my New York roommate is up in New York looking at apartments this afternoon. So I plan to vlog this journey of searching for an NYC apartment remotely, how it went for me. Plan to vlog the whole process and give updates periodically. Didn't do that because whenever I thought of it, I just did not feel like pulling out the camera. So here we are. So I thought I'd give a quick rundown of my timeline of moving to New York City. To catch you up, I graduated from the University of Alabama in May, then traveled for a month out west with family and friends, and then started working remotely as an intern. And so I had that internship scheduled till beginning of August, but then I got my internship extended. So this was how my job process went while working remotely as an intern. Had my first interview on August 5th, then had my second interview on August 11th. Then it was all the interns' last day on August 13th, but I continued on because I got my internship extended. Thanks to my manager, big shout out to him. And then I received my offer for my full-time job on August 16th. And so then I officially accepted the job offer and posted and shared about with everyone on August 17th. So this was when I was just telling everyone and anyone I was moving to New York, because you just never know who has a connection that can help you out. Because at this point, I didn't have roommates, didn't know who was up there. So I was just really getting the word out that I was moving to New York in October so that everyone could help me out. Then I was posting on Facebook pages that people had added me to called Gypsy Housing or Girls Housing Only in New York, and exploring some options on there. I actually did FaceTime a couple girls from there who were very sweet. But then a girl who had graduated from the University of Alabama saw my post on those pages and then reached out to me on Instagram. So we connected. She reached out on August 21st. And then we FaceTime on August 24th. When we FaceTime that time, she told me about another friend from a class, they weren't close, someone she knew of as well, who also had just graduated from Alabama and also just got a job offer in New York City. She was like, this could be a potential fit if we want to do a group of 3. And I was like, yes, I think a group of 3 would be great, because then you just have more people looking. And I was open to, usually when there's 3 bedrooms, one of the rooms is smaller and then it's a little cheaper. So I was definitely going to be open to that option. So she reached out to her, and she did get at the time, the third girl got her official job offer. I'll just tell you now, her name was Sarah. And then we had a group FaceTime on August 29th, and all was well, and we were all on the same page and agreed on everything. So excited, great vibes, chatting in our little group thing. So then I had my last day as an intern officially August 31st, and then I had a few days off. It was Labor Day weekend, and then I started my new full-time job remotely, what position I'm going to be doing once I move to New York, September 7th. And then we were still texting our group at listings, but planning to seriously look once we got into September, because we connected before September had happened and we were looking for October, so there wasn't much up there yet. As we were texting on September 17th, the first original girl who found me texted in our group that she decided to move in with her sister because one of her sister's roommates was moving out. So that just changed our search last minute from 3 bedrooms to 2 bedrooms. So me and Sarah are still very excited to be living together. And it's funny, she also has a sister up in the area. So she is up in New York right now while I'm in Florida, which is wonderful for me because that means she can go look at the apartments. So she's planning to see 3 apartments today, and she's gonna FaceTime me while she sees them. I'm going to brunch at Disney, so I'll probably be FaceTiming her at Disney. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to film this excitement. Maybe I'll film on my phone if I'm out and about or whatever. But yeah, very excited. So it looks like we'll end up in the Upper East Side. I was hoping to be in Lower Manhattan just because I work in the financial district, but Upper East Side will still be great. So hopefully we're near a subway that I can get to, that the subway I use for work isn't too long of a walk, but you know, it is what it is. I really don't know what I'm doing. That's another part of why I haven't filmed any of this process, is because I've just been going on Street Easy and like just looking. I don't even know. That's the update. So today is September 25th. I have a flight booked for New York next week because I was like, yeah, I'm sure I'll have a 10-1 move-in. So I have a flight booked for next Thursday to move in next Friday, and it is Saturday. I don't have an apartment yet, but I might after today. So we'll see. Okay, stay tuned. What you doing?
Flying to my first apartment.
Aww.
In New York.
At Disney World.
At Disney World.
How appropriate.
How appropriate. Nothing better. Would rather be nowhere else.
Good morning. It is Monday, September 27th. And I think we got approved for the lease. But I'm not letting myself get excited in case anything goes through. In case it doesn't work out. I know. I hate myself too. Yeah. I'm not letting myself get excited. But I did have a freak out because she said we're approved. So my roommate texted me at 11:10. We got approved for the lease, and she said, I'm confirming the availability date, and then we'll sign. So waiting till she confirms, and until then I'm not getting excited. But it's like 12, it's 11:30 now. So yeah, I don't know if I said this before. I don't think I did. So on Saturday, she went and saw that very first place is actually the one we just got the lease for, the very first place she toured. And she texted me while I was at brunch. And so that was a clip of me and my sister got, like, filling out the information, whatever. And she toured a few more that day, but either we didn't feel great about them or they were actually above our budget. So yeah, so Saturday, this was the only one we signed. However, so I'll put in the video Sarah sent me of the apartment now. There it is. That pole in the bathrooms really just was the selling point. But you could tell it needed some paint, it needed some plaster, and that's what they said. And so they said the thing about it wouldn't be available till October 15th, which is fine because that is like my max of how long I can delay my move. So yeah, so if that goes through, then we'll be moving in October 15th. So I wouldn't be going up this weekend. I'd be going up 2 weekends from now. So it just means I need to change my flight. But yeah, it's still crazy. Like I said, I'm just not letting myself get excited because I don't want to like get my hopes up and get invested and then, you know. But my parents are very excited. They keep texting me. So I haven't told them we got approved for the lease yet because I think they're more excited than I am. I'm like keeping my emotions in control and they just can't control them, but it's fine. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I just remembered I was filming this, so I thought I should give an update that I may have an apartment in New York. But yeah, it's a great location. It's in Upper East Side. My mom told me it's next to an urgent care, so that's really awesome. There are restaurants right there, Central Park. Oh, the best part about it is that it's less than 5-minute walk to the subway that I would take to get to work every day, which would be incredible. Because if you have like a 15-minute walk to the subway, like, yes, that's not bad. I would have lived. I will live because I don't have this apartment yet, for sure. So like, I will live if that happens. But a 15-minute walk here and there adds 30 minutes to your commute round trip, you know? Whereas like 5 minutes, that's 10 minutes round trip. And that just like makes a huge difference in your day to day. And when you're thinking about like going places, just being next to a good subway is really nice, as well as things in walking distance, of course. So very excited about that. Very excited about the location. Very excited. It has a nice living room space, because even then, if I get the smaller bedroom, then it will be fine because there's a nice living space that I'd rather spend more time in, hang out in. Whereas like if my bedroom didn't have great light and was small and there wasn't like a living room space, then like I might be sad. But like this has a really nice living room space, which makes me feel really great about it. Yeah, but we're not getting excited. Okay, I'll update you when we can be excited. Okay, update. We have the lease. I'm excited, but like can't really show that yet because it was just like going, oh my God, I don't even have words. So have the lease. The one thing is they want like ink to paper sign, like need both signers. So I'm on my way to FedEx right now. It's like 4 p.m. to go get these lease papers printed and then send them off to Sarah overnight or next day shipping so she can have them, sign them, and bring that with the check in person to where they are. Because for some reason in 2021, we don't do any of this digitally. But it's great. Yeah, so this is all like about searching for an NYC apartment remotely, and really I don't know how you do any of this remotely because none of this would be happening without Sarah. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll feel better when this is done and all good. I'll feel even more better when Sarah gets it, signs it, turns it in, all those fun things. But feeling good, taking the steps forward, does look like it's happening. Love that. Woo! Let's go. The dogs are sad. I'll be back soon, I promise. Do you want to come to the FedEx? You're not invited. See you soon. Say bye. Bye-bye. It is Wednesday, October 13th, and I move to New York tomorrow, October 14th. The last clip I filmed was me signing the lease papers, and since then I have filmed nothing else. This is everything I'm bringing to New York. So I piled like work clothes, cute clothes, dresses, random coats, jackets, sweaters. These are a bunch of shoes, like random bathroom, some cups, towels, t-shirts, sweatshirts. My other jeans are at Haley's. Workout, leggings. Yeah, that's it. So, just gonna pack in these big suitcases. After that, I was just anxious about Sarah getting them and signing them and getting that, coordinating with her some of the logistics, and then looking at room inspiration, how I want to decorate my room, figuring out what I want to order, scheduling some deliveries. So I ordered my bed frame, my mattress, or the two big things. Today I just ordered my rug. I'm planning to order a few more things ahead of time to get there, because also aware of the fact that my sister is coming to help me move in, so I want as much there as possible to have those extra hands to help me set up. But also, just the more I order now, the less I have to carry around the city or figure out once I'm there. But definitely will get a better feel once I'm in the room and the space for like the small details, like whether I want a mirror or a bookshelf, or whether I want a tall dresser or a long one. Those sorts of things I'm being patient about. But yeah, just been getting very excited and anxious about ordering those things and getting that all set. And then also just been enjoying time with family, visiting friends, going to the beach, going to the pool, hanging out with my sister's dogs, eating some of my favorite foods, doing all this even though I will be back in 2 months for Christmas. But yeah, still just soaking in the last bit of being a Florida resident and doing all those things here. Also went to some final doctor's appointments, just wrapping all that up, getting set, got my flu shot. I went to IKEA even to see some of the furniture I'd been shopping on online. I went to the IKEA in Orlando just to see it in person so I could feel good and confident about ordering those pieces and then not even having to bother to go to the IKEA in Brooklyn, which is great. So I just wanted to pop on here and give that update about that is what I have been doing the past couple weeks since signing the lease. And then I will start a new vlog tomorrow when I am flying out to move to New York City. So yeah, I think that's all I have. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see another girl on YouTube in New York City, because I'm sure I will be filming more so. I mean, of course, I want people to watch along, but more so for me, because I know this is going to be such a special time in life that I'm going to want to document all these moments and have them forever. So, I don't like that. Thanks for watching. Bye.